Board of License Commissioners in and for Prince George's County, Maryland is now in session. My name is Aretha Bridgewater Sims.
If I could just get everybody to please mute.
Mute the mics.
See my mics.
Okay. My name is Aretha Bridgewater Sims, Board of License Chair, and I will be presiding over today's hearing. Welcome. Please mute your cell phones, and when not speaking, put your phones on mute. Before we get to the first item on the agenda, please indulge me while I go over a few housekeeping items on how this virtual meeting is going to work. I trust everyone participating today is safe and well. I request your patience. As you know, technology has its challenges. So in this virtual environment, patience is a virtue that I ask each of you to embrace. At the Board of License Commission, we endeavor to be as efficient as possible in our virtual environment. So thank you in advance for your patience. This is a public meeting, subject to the Maryland Open Meetings Act. So a truthful, transparent, open, and honest dialogue and a record of today's hearing is required. As such, there are some formalities that will take place that may appear redundant, but nonetheless important and required to ensure compliance with the law. In that regard, I will conduct a roll call of the commissioners to ensure we have a quorum. I will conduct a roll call of the commissioners for every vote to ensure we have an accurate record. In addition, I will conduct a roll call of the Board of License Commission faculty and staff so that we have identified everyone on the phone from our agency so that the public knows who is represented in today's hearing. I will ask everyone who testifies or who speaks today to self-identify and to speak loudly and clearly to ensure you are heard. To ensure we have a quorum, I will conduct a roll call vote of the commissioners. Commissioners, when I call your name, please say present and indicate whether you are with someone or alone. Commissioner Sparkman. Commissioner Sparkman. Please let the record reflect that Commissioner Sparkman is not here. Commissioner Camacho.
Present alone.
Commissioner Norman.
Present and alone.
Commissioner Smith.
Present and alone.
This is Commissioner Bridgewater Sims. I am present and alone. We have a quorum. Board of License faculty and staff, when I call your name, please say present and indicate whether you are with someone or alone. Director Shepherd.
Present and alone.
Chief Inspector Clark.
Present and alone.
Deputy Inspector Mendoza.
Present and alone.
Deputy Inspector Boss.
Present and alone.
Ms. Patty Bell.
Present and alone.
Ms. Kiana Little.
Present and alone.
Ms. Catrice James.
Present and alone.
Ms. Ariana Posada.
Present and alone.
Ms. Alicia Hughes.
Present and alone.
Agency Attorney, Mr. Jason Deloach.
Present and alone.
Court Reporter.
Present and alone.
Thank you. We are good to go. As previously mentioned, this is an open meeting, and to ensure compliance with the law and with our goal of transparency, when speaking during this hearing, please identify yourself and please speak loudly and clearly so that everyone can hear your testimony. As a professional courtesy, when not speaking, please mute your phones. If someone from the public wishes to speak, the chair will recognize you at the end of the business on the agenda. And before I turn it over to our director, I have a final note of importance, and I need everyone to hear me on this. Everyone's voice matters at the Board of License Commission. We understand that some may be passionate about what they have to say, and passion in this regard is permissible. What is not permissible, to be sure, is if truth, facts, and respect are not grounded in your voice. So thank you in advance for being truthful, factual, and respectful during the entire proceedings today. And finally, we have a 10 days process that our director will explain. Mr. Director.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since the board is holding this hearing virtually, there's a certain exchange between our licensees, our attorneys, and the board members that cannot take place. Hence, the board has instituted a 10-day rule. The 10-day rule allows our licensees and our attorneys 10 days from today's date to add items to the record, but no new items that have not been introduced here in this hearing can be introduced. And if the board so chooses, they will invoke the 10-day rule and make a ruling 10 days from today's date or at the next available hearing. Madam Chair?
All right, if there are no questions, let's get started. Mr. Director, take us through today's hearing agenda.
Madam Chair, Bowie Liquors located at 6910 Laurel Bowie Road in Bowie, Maryland, 20715. Board made a ruling on January the 15th that they would be fined $4,500 for a combination of 3 violations. This case is continued, and Ms. Carter submitted a letter citing the legal authority supporting the board's ability to assess a fine of $1,500, as this constitutes a business's first violation. So, Madam Chair, we need to revisit this and make a decision as to what the actual fine would be. Mr.
All
Deloach?
right.
I didn't know whether or not Ms. Carter was going to be allowed to speak or not on this since it's on the regular agenda. But I'm more than happy to proceed if the board wants me to. Is Ms. Carter on the line?
I am. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I wasn't that, and I apologize for interrupting, Madam Chair. I also was not sure if I would be permitted to speak or not. We have prepared a memo. It was very simple. I think it adequately sets forth 6 bottles were seized. Those are the operative facts. I would suggest to you that the 3 charges all relate solely to that set of operative facts, and accordingly, pursuant to the law, my belief is the board can only assess one $1,500 fine, since all of the violations, if you were, took place on the same day at the same time and arose out of the same 6 bottles that should not have been on the premises pursuant to the board's findings. Accordingly, we would respectfully request that the board reconsider its fine and impose a fine of $1,500.
Yeah, Madam Chair.
All right. Mr. Deloach.
Yeah, I respectfully disagree with Ms. Carter's interpretation. I think that the section that talks about or mandates it be one offense is only if the court of the board is considering a suspension or revocation. If you are intending to use these in to build for a revocation or suspension, then you have to make this one offense. Okay, but that's not what the board is doing. The board is assessing a fine. The statute that talks about assessing a fine makes no mention of there being any requirement that 2 or more on the same day be one offense. And it makes no reference to the statute that requires that. That statute that requires it to be one offense is only dealing with revocations and suspensions. That's not what the board is doing here. The board is imposing another penalty, which is a fine. So I think that the board's initial ruling is correct.
Obviously, Mr. Deloach, I disagree with that, and I would.
You're muted.
Whoops.
No,
Oh, no, she's not muted.
No,
We can hear
it's
her.
okay.
That you can't hear me?
I can.
Jason?
We can hear you now.
Okay.
You're
Thank
still
you,
muted.
Madam Chair. I'm not. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, thank you. Jason, everybody else can hear me.
I can't hear.
Yeah, I've been through that.
Me
so-
too.
Can the rest
Last
of you hear
session, I
her?
went through that.
I would suggest to the board, if you look at the facts that were
I can't hear.
proven by the state, should we allow him to maybe
Can anyone else hear her?
log off and log back
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
we can hear her.
I can't hear.
Give me 1 second, Miss
Right.
Carter. Let me just give
I
him a
can't
quick
hear.
phone.
in? Thank you, Mr. Director.
We're going to have him log out and log back in, and we'll probably come back to this case, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, so we will go ahead and call the next case and allow Mr. Deloach to get back on. We'll call the next case. The next
All
case
right.
is a transfer. The Lakelander, Felice Cowan, managing member, Lawrence Brown, managing member for Class B BLX, beer, wine, and liquor. And once again, like I said, this is for the Lakelander. It's a transfer located at 4656 Hotel Drive, College Park, Maryland. Ms. Carter will allow you to introduce your client.
Thank you, Mr. Director. Again, for the record, my name is Linda Carter. Sitting next to me, I have Felice Cowan, and I believe Lawrence Brown is logged in. He's on there somewhere.
Yes, I am.
There he is. I see. I'm sorry. I couldn't read the fine print. Madam Chair, if you would kindly swear the witnesses in.
All right. Thank you. Would both of you raise your right hands for the oath? Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right.
Verbally.
I'm sorry, I had to jump off. I couldn't hear when Miss Carter first started talking. So, I'm sorry, Madam Chair, if you need me to hear that so I can respond, or if you're ready to move forward.
Mr.
Well,
Deloach, we just
she
went on to the next
introduced-
case. So
We
Okay.
went on to
Okay,
Lakelander,
sorry about
and
that.
we'll come back to that.
Very good.
Okay.
All good, Jason. Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to ask each of you to state your name and your home address for the record. You can put your hands down at this point. All right. Would each of you state your name and home address?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lawrence Brown, and my home address is 9821 Oxbridge Way, Bowie, Maryland.
Good morning. My name is Felice Cowan. My home address is 5011 Blackfoot Place, College Park, Maryland.
All right. Thank you. Mrs. Carter, we'll turn it back to you.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. We have submitted an application for a transfer of ownership in connection with what is currently and will continue, at least for a brief time, to trade as the Hall College Park. My clients that are before you today, Ms. Cowan and Mr. Brown, there have been absolutely no changes to the application since they filed it. They are both familiar with the board's rules and regulations. They understand as licensees, should a violation occur, this board will in fact hold them responsible. I asked Felice how much time she was spending on the premises, and her response was too much. Both she and Mr. Brown are there. One of them is there every day of the week. Most of the time they're overlapping. They're working very hard to improve an already great product. They've worked very closely with the city of College Park, and I don't know if anybody from the city is on or not. We have agreed to a property use agreement, and it is in the process of being docu-signed. And basically, it says that we're going to continue to operate the way we have. My clients are both experienced in the hospitality industry. Felice, restaurants in particular, Mr. Brown, in events in particular. So I think the combination will bode well for the city and the university and the county. And with that as the background, Madam Chair, if I could please qualify the witnesses.
All
Please, are
right.
you ready for my magic 3 questions?
Yes.
How old do you have to be to sell alcohol in Prince George's County?
18,
And how old do you have to be to purchase alcohol in the state of Maryland?
21,
And what are the 6 acceptable forms of ID that this board recognizes as proof of age?
age of majority card issued by the state, state issued driver's license, military ID, US passport, US green card, and a approved biometric device.
Perfect. And she has no notes. I'm really pleased. And Mr. Brown, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna say the
Uh,
state. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're going to answer the questions without being asked. That
Oh,
works for
okay.
me.
I'm sorry.
How old do you have to be to sell alcohol in Prince George's County
18,
and to purchase alcohol?
21,
And what are the 6 acceptable forms of
state
identification?
issued driver's license, age of majority card issued by the state, US passport, US immigration card, military ID, and approved biometrics device.
Thank you. Madam Chair, members of the board, I would have no further questions of the witnesses.
All right, thank you. Commissioners, do you have any questions? Any questions? All right, hearing none, may I have a motion?
This is Commissioner Camacho. I move to approve the transfer of the Class B BLX beer, wine, and liquor license for trading as the Lakelander.
This is Commissioner Norman. I'll second the approval of the Class B BLX for trading as the Lakelander.
All right, is there a question regarding the motion? Hearing none, let's vote. Commissioner Camacho,
Aye.
Commissioner Norman,
Aye.
Commissioner Smith,
Aye.
and Chair votes aye. The motion to approve the transfer for the Class B BLX license for Lakelander passes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. May the witnesses please be excused.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
Madam Chair, we'll move back
Thank you,
to the
Lawrence.
Madam Chair, we'll move back to the Bowie liquors case. I believe Mr. Deloach couldn't hear Ms. Carter. So Ms. Carter, if you could restate your position.
Well,
Gladly.
I heard her first part. I think, yeah.
She came
I
back.
responded. So when she started, her rebuttal, that's where I got, I couldn't hear.
Silenced.
Radio silence.
Obviously, I disagree with Mr. Deloach. I think the law is clear on its face. You can't read sections of what I still refer to as Article 2B, but as the alcoholic beverages article. You can't read sections of Title 26 independently. You have to read them in conjunction with each other. And I think it's clear if you read it in conjunction with each other, the legislature never intended for the liquor board to be able to assess multiple fines arising out of the same set of circumstances on the same day. Now, that's not to say that, and I've not looked at this issue, but for instance, let's say that there was a failure to have somebody who was alcohol awareness certified on the premises. That's a completely different issue. And if the board wanted to assess a fine on that, I think I might have a more difficult argument to make. But leaving aside whether or not I'm right, and I think I am, on the argument that you can't assess 3 fines for the same 6 bottles, the state, the ATCC, never presented any evidence whatsoever that the taxes hadn't been paid on these bottles. There was no testimony by the agent. There were no questions asked of my clients. Accordingly, that charge should be dismissed. And at the most, a fine of $3,000 should be imposed.
Having heard Ms. Carter's argument, I still stick to my initial interpretation. Had the legislature wanted fines to be assessed the same way as they did in 26, the suspension and revocation section, they would have put it in there. Okay. They also make no reference to any other statutes in this article, subjecting that statute to those statutes. So the lack of express language and no reference to these other statutes that Ms. Carter has indicated, I believe that the fine that was initially imposed is legally correct.
But that doesn't address the issue of absolutely no facts to support the.
Oh, that's up to the board. You're
charge.
absolutely correct on that. You're right. Subject to that, it's up to the board. I don't know if the board remembers what the testimony was with regard to that. If you're not clear on that, I would suggest that you go back and you listen to it or read the transcript before you make a determination on that issue. Because her argument is there was no testimony on the tax issue. Okay. And since we suspended a ruling in this case, she's within her time frame to make that argument. She did not waive it. So the board is free to consider that today or to go back and listen to the hearing or the transcript to see if there was evidence that you believe is suitable to make a finding on that charge.
Well, this is Commissioner Camacho as the one who made the motion. I said that I made the motion citing the purchasing of alcoholic beverages on licensed premises from other than a licensed wholesaler and the records violation. That's the only two items that I mentioned in my motion.
So if that's the case, then you're saying that there was no finding on the tax?
Yeah, I found my fine was based on $1,500 for the first, which was the purchase from other than authorized wholesaler. And the second was based on the ABI 408 records violation.
So the 4,500 is correct.
That
I
is,
apologize, Mr. Pacha. That's not how I understood the fine. I understood it to be $1,500 for each of the three, so I apologize.
Yeah, no, I did not say that.
Okay.
All right,
Madam
any
Chair.
other questions or comments? Ms. Carter, did you have another comment?
I have nothing further, Madam Chair. Thank you. I appreciate the board's time this morning.
All right. At this point, are there any other questions or comments, Mr. Deloach?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. If there are no other questions, may I have a motion on this, or do we need a motion?
She's asked for reconsideration. So I guess the motion could be on her motion to reconsider the fine.
Okay. All right. Do I have a motion?
This is Commissioner Camacho. I move to deny the reconsideration of the fine.
And this is Commissioner Norman. I'll second the motion to deny the reconsideration of the fine.
All right. Is there a question regarding that motion? Any questions? All right. Hearing none, let's vote. Commissioner Camacho,
Aye.
Commissioner Norman,
Aye.
Commissioner Smith,
Aye.
and chair votes aye. So the motion to deny reconsideration of the request passes. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board. Appreciate your time.
All right.
Now we play musical chairs.
Okay.
Madam Chair, I'll call the next two cases as we see Ben Carter sit down. So we have Three Brothers Italian Restaurant. There's one located at 4521 Kenilworth Avenue in Bladensburg. And the second location is located at 6160 Greenbelt Road in Greenbelt, Maryland. And this is a transfer, really represented by Benjamin Carter, Esquire. Mr. Carter, I'll allow you to introduce your clients in this transfer case.
Thank you, Director Shepard. Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. For the record, my name is Benjamin Carter. With me this morning, I have Regan Dahl, as well as his wife, Denise, who is the co-owner of these two establishments with him. However, Regan will be the only one going on these licenses. Regan, would you mind turning your microphone off mute so you can be sworn in, please?
All right. Would you please raise your right hand? Do you
He's still
hear? Is
getting
he?
it off mute.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Okay. Is he ready?
Nope, he's still on mute. Let me see if I can help him
Oh,
out.
okay.
go.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Thank you.
Okay. You looks like you're ready now.
I'm ready.
All right. Please raise your right hand for the oath. Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right. Please state your name and home address for the record.
It's Regan Dahl. The address is 9 Rock Glen Road in Havre-de-Grace, Maryland.
All right.
21078.
Okay. Go ahead. The zip code you were saying.
21078.
Okay.
Madam Chair, do they have a phone or something else on in that room?
That's what I was going to ask.
We're getting
because-
feedback from a second
Yes.
device. Yeah, but my wife's sitting next to you.
If Regan, if you wouldn't mind just logging off of Denise's iPad to see if that would help with the feedback.
Just turn that off. There you go. That should help.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Carter, I'll turn this back over to you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My office, on behalf of Mr. Dahl, submitted 2 applications for the transfer of an alcoholic beverage license. One for the Three Brothers in Bladensburg, which has a BLX beer, wine, and liquor license, and the other for the Three Brothers in Greenbelt, which has a Class D beer and wine license. Regan acquired a number of Three Brothers in the area, and these are the only 2 with alcoholic beverage licenses. There will be no change in the mode of operation to either establishment. I was actually telling him in the lead up to this hearing that when I was a little kid and if I was ever sick, I'd go to my grandmother's house and we'd always have pizza from the Three Brothers in Greenbelt for lunch. So it's just kind of funny how the world's come full circle, and now I'm representing him in connection to the transfer of the liquor license. Regan's an experienced restaurant operator. The Three Beer and Wine and Liquor in Bladensburg is an aspect of their business. It's really an accommodation to clients or to customers. They don't anticipate there being any sort of significant increase in the sales of alcoholic beverages at either location. And they really expect the consumer experience at each location to stay the same as it's always been. If not improve a little bit, just because the new ownership has some more vigor to the operation of the business. Regan, we went over some questions in preparation for this. Are you ready to go over them?
Sure.
All right. What is the legal age to purchase alcohol in the state of Maryland?
21.
And what is the legal age to sell and serve alcohol in Prince George's County?
18.
Thank you. And what are the 6 acceptable forms of IDs that customers can use when purchasing alcohol?
Driver's license, state ID, passport, permanent resident or green card, military ID, or a biometric device, approved biometric device.
Thank you. And Regan, you've reviewed the board's rules and regulations,
Yes.
and you agree to abide by them.
Yes.
And you understand that as the licensee, the board can hold you responsible should a violation occur, even if you're not on the premises.
Yes.
All right. Madam Chair, members of the board, I have no more questions for Mr. Dahl. I'd respectfully request that both of these applications be approved.
Thank you. Commissioners, do you have any questions? Any questions? All right, hearing none, may I have a motion?
This is Commissioner Camacho. I move to approve the transfer of the Class B BLX beer, wine, and liquor license for trading as Three Brothers Italian Restaurant in Bladensburg, and the Class D beer and wine license for trading as Three Brothers Italian Restaurant located in Greenbelt, Maryland.
This is Commissioner Norman. I'll second the motion to transfer both licenses, the BLX for Three Brothers Bladensburg and the Class D for Three Brothers Greenbelt.
All right, is there a question regarding the motion? All right, hearing none, let's vote. Commissioner Camacho,
Aye.
Commissioner Norman,
Aye.
Commissioner Smith,
Aye.
and Chair votes aye. The motion to approve the transfer for both Three Brothers Italian Restaurant in Greenbelt and Bladensburg passes. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. May the applicant please be excused?
Yes,
Thank you.
very much.
Have a good day, Regan.
Thank you. You too.
Follow up about the effectuation.
All right, Madam Chair, I'll call the next case. The next case is Mike's Liquors, located at 5301 Indian Head Highway, Oxon Hill, Maryland, 20745. This is a transfer as well. I'll allow Mr. Benjamin Carter, Esquire, to introduce his clients. Mr. Carter?
Thank you, Director Shepherd. Madam Chair, good morning again.
all right. Good morning.
With me this morning, I have Sarwan Singh, Harmeet Singh, and Fajit Singh Sandhu, who are the contract purchasers of trading as Mike's Liquors in Oxon Hill. If the three applicants could please be sworn in, please.
Yes. All right. Would the three applicants please raise your right hand for the oath? All right. Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Would each of you please state your name and home address for the record?
Harmeet Singh, 14500 Rainier Heights Court, Haymarket, Virginia, 20169.
Sarwan Singh, 4435 Dottswell Drive, Haymarket, Virginia, 20169.
Fatehjit Sandhu, 17828 Stars Lane, Hagerstown, Maryland, 21740.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Carter, I'll turn this over to you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My clients have entered into a contract to purchase Mike's Liquors, which operates under a Class B+ license in Oxon Hill. Should this application be approved, there will be no changes to the mode of operation of the establishment. They primarily operate as a packaged goods store. Board's indulgence, 1 second. Sorry, my apologies about that. My clients will not be making any changes to the mode of operation of the establishment. I'd respectfully request, if I may proceed to just the qualifying questions of each of the applicants, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Thank you. Harmeet, we're going to start with you, if that's all right.
Okay. Yeah.
What is the legal age to purchase alcohol in the state of Maryland?
21.
And what is the legal age to sell and serve alcohol in Prince George's County?
18.
And what are the 6 acceptable forms of identification that a customer can use to purchase alcohol?
State issued ID, driver license, green card, and a biometric approved device, and military ID.
I believe you missed one.
State issued ID, driver license, green card, military ID, approved biometric device.
It's very similar to a green card. You have one now.
Immigration status, US passport.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Sarwan, will proceed with you now, if that's all right.
Yes. Approved biometric device, state ID, driving license, military ID, and passport, green card.
Thank you. And what is the legal age?
I'm sorry, could he repeat those? He went through kind of quickly.
Oh, sure. If you'll just go through those 6 forms of identification a little bit slower, please, Sarwan.
Approved biometric device ID, state ID, license, military ID, green card, and passport. USA.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And what is the legal age to purchase alcohol in the state of Maryland?
21 year.
Thank you. And what is the legal age to sell and serve alcohol in Prince George's County?
18 year.
Could you just speak up a little bit louder, please?
18 year.
Thank you. And Faji, are you ready for the 3 questions as well?
Yes.
What are the 6 acceptable forms of ID that customers can use to purchase alcohol?
Valid driver's license, state issued ID, valid passport, green card, military ID, and approved biometric devices.
Thank you. And what is the legal age to sell and serve alcohol in Prince George's County?
18 years,
And what is the legal age to purchase alcohol in Maryland?
21 years.
Thank you. If I may proffer to the board, the 3 applicants have reviewed the board's rules and regulations and are familiar with them. Furthermore, they agree to abide by them, and they all understand that if a violation were to occur, the board would hold them personally responsible, even if they're not on the premises. I'd respectfully request that this application please be approved.
All right, thank you. Commissioners, do you have any questions? Any questions? All right, hearing none, may I have a motion?
This is Commissioner Camacho. I move to approve the transfer of the Class B plus beer, wine, and liquor license for trading as Mike's Liquors.
This is Commissioner Norman. I'll second the motion to transfer the Class B plus beer and wine of Mike's Liquors.
All right, any question regarding the motion? All right, hearing none, let's vote. Commissioner Camacho,
Aye.
Commissioner Norman,
Aye.
Commissioner Smith,
Aye.
and chair votes aye. The motion to approve the transfer for Mike's Liquor passes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. May the applicants
right.
please be excused.
Yes, the applicants can be excused.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Director.
Madam Chair, I'll call the next case. The next case is a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor. It's for Leon's Grill and Bar, located at 4415 East West Highway, Riverdale Park, Maryland, 20737. Before I allow Mr. Herman, Esquire, to introduce his clients, I'll need a MAPS presentation from Chief Clark. Chief Clark?
Yes, in the matter of Leon's Grill and Bar, there are no churches within 500 feet and there are no schools within 1,000 feet. And there are approximately 7 liquor establishments within a 1-mile radius. Mr. Director.
Thank you. Madam Chair.
All right. Mr. Herman, would you like to introduce your licensee?
Thank you. Good morning to the entire board and good morning, everybody. My name is Michael Herman. I have the pleasure of representing Jasbir Singh, the owner of Leon's Grill and Bar, LLC. I will be just making a brief presentation about the new requested approved liquor license, beer, wine, liquor license, and then I will ask my client some questions to show that he is very familiar with the alcohol laws. I hope that the board has also, I'm sorry?
Mr. Herman,
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to give the oath to Mr. Singh, and I'd like for him to raise his right hand to take the oath. Okay. Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right. Would you please state your name and your home address for the record?
My name is Jasbir Singh. Home address is 6 Black Stallion Court, Germantown, Maryland, 20874.
All right. Thank you. Now, Mr. Herman, I will turn this over to you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I know that everybody has received the full application. There was a supplemental document that was submitted to the board, which for some reason took a while to get to you. There was a letter from the town of Riverdale Park, a support letter. I assume that that letter has been received by all the board members as well. Is that correct, Madam Chair?
Correct.
Thank you. As you can see from the application, this is an adaptive reuse of a building that's located in a very prominent location in Riverdale Park, Maryland, really at the corner of East-West Highway and Route 1. This is previously a bank. It was abandoned for several years when Truist Bank decided that it had consolidation of different branches. And As a result of that being vacant, there was vandalism and other things that happened at that location. So the town of Riverdale Park is actually thrilled to see that there is going to be a new establishment in that location. Mr. Singh, this past year, took upon himself to purchase the building and to have a vision to create a new establishment for a Salvadoran Mexican restaurant, but really more of an upscale experience because it's going to be a tablecloth restaurant, unlike some of the other eating establishments that offer that kind of cuisine. As you'll probably also see from the application, it's a 78-seat restaurant, and it is in the conformity with many of the other restaurants that are located nearby. As people know, there's the Carboni Leña restaurant nearby, which is Dominican restaurant, Leslie's Bar, Map Grill House, which is African food, Riviera Tapas, very nearby, Spanish food. So this is going to be very akin to the very diverse ethnic cuisine that has become the Riverdale Park community. As part of this application, as you can imagine with restaurants, to compete with other restaurants, they have to offer beer, wine, liquor, which is consistent with the offerings that are at these other establishments that are in the nearby vicinity. We are hoping to establish really what's considered more of like a restaurant row. I know it's been people talk about that up in Bethesda and talk about what that means, but we are starting to have a critical mass here in Riverdale Park. And then when you add the new development, Riverdale Park Station, where the Whole Foods is, you have a whole bunch of other dining establishments. And this has created really great opportunities for not just the residents of the nearby vicinity, but it's actually produced residents coming from outside of the area, even sometimes outside of the county, to come in and purchase food in our county. Mr. Singh is a person who is familiar with the liquor laws of the state of Maryland and of Prince George's County. Is very familiar. We've gone over the rules and regulations, and what he wants to do with this establishment, he is very close to getting his final building permit, which is an often question that people ask, is how soon can this be done? They've got the mechanical, the health, the structural, and they're really just doing the life safety, and the architect is working with them to finalize this. The anticipated build out is probably about 90 days from the time that final approval happens, which could happen this week. Hopefully it will. And then we can hopefully have this restaurant up and running by the spring. We are requesting a Class B beer, wine, liquor license. And as you can see, if there are any questions that you have of the applicant or related to this, I'm sure it's going to be a unique dining experience for people to eat in what was previously a vault. But I don't know what that's going to look like, but I'm sure that'll be entertaining. In any event, I also wanted to give this opportunity. There are a number of questions that I want to ask, the main questions that were asked of him, as were asked of other people. Mr. Singh, would you be kind enough to indicate what is the appropriate age, the minimum age that you have to be to sell alcohol or serve alcohol in Prince George's County, state of Maryland?
18.
And in order to purchase beer, wine, liquor, or any alcoholic beverage, how old do you have to be?
21.
And what are the 6 acceptable forms of identification to prove that you are of age to be able to purchase alcohol?
Passport or U.S. passport card, permanent resident card, state issued ID, driver's license, military ID, or approved biometric devices.
Okay. And is your intention as it relates to this, once you have the restaurant up and running, that you are going to plan to have all of your staff members receive the alcohol awareness and training?
Yes.
Okay. Madam Chair and members of the board, the application is very comprehensive in nature. I don't know if there's more information that you would like, but I believe that Mr. Singh is qualified to do this, and he is going to bring a wonderful addition that will be complementary to what the experience is and what we're trying to achieve in Prince George's County. And we'd be open to any questions that the board might have.
All right, thank you. Commissioners, do you have any questions?
This is Commissioner Camacho. I have some questions. I believe that you previously had a license for Red Rock Cafe in Gaithersburg, Maryland
Yes, I did in 2012.
in 2012, and you had a violation there. And then it says, I believe the license was either surrendered or revoked. There's a very, very significant difference there, sir.
Yes. It
So
was
what happened to the license after the violation? Did you close the restaurant? What happened?
Yes, I closed the restaurant and then I eventually sold that restaurant.
Okay, so you sold the restaurant?
Yes.
Well, while you owned it, was the license revoked?
Yes, the license was revoked in 2012.
Mr. Camacho, if I can help address this, because we put this out affirmatively in the letter because we did not want to hide anything.
Right.
And there was no intent to do that. And I thought that transparency was very important. We even put in the facts that were governing this. My client did not actually have this, was an establishment that previously existed when he
Right.
purchased it and was a part owner. He was on the liquor license. There was an incident that occurred there shortly after they got the place where
Right.
somebody literally went out into a car, got a firearm, and as a result, the liquor board there was very concerned about this incident. But again, they did not have the place that long, and there had been some problems there previously. So my client decided that the best thing to do was to no longer be at that location. He wanted to pick, and he's been involved in the food service industry in other locations since that time without any problem or any incident anywhere. This was an aberration, but it was a very frightening situation. But I think my client has learned a lot since then, and the level of maturity that he has. He understands the importance of this, and we have discussed this at length about the importance of security and maintaining the semblance of dignity around a community. But I wanted to be forthright. We did not try to hide this. In fact, in my
I see that by the application. It's mentioned in 3 separate locations. But I just want to clarify: was he the only applicant for that license? I mean, the only licensee?
Yes.
You were the sole licensee.
Yes.
Okay. Now, but it says it was either surrendered or revoked. Once again, it was revoked, you say.
Yes, it was revoked.
So they found, I guess the Montgomery County Liquor Board basically had a hearing, and based on the evidence presented and the testimony, they revoked your license.
Yes.
I just have a question for counsel. Mr. Deloach?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes. Were you hearing to my conversation with the applicant?
You have a question about it?
Well, the question of whether it was the revocation of a license.
Yeah, I mean, it was revoked. It was not surrendered. Okay, surrendering is when you give it up willingly.
Right.
He's testified under oath that it was revoked.
Okay, but and so that's fine to grant another license based on that information.
That's up to the board whether or not you find him to be a fit and proper person. I
Okay.
think the testimony is this happened in 2012.
Right.
And
Right.
he's had other been involved with other food establishments since then.
Okay.
So yeah.
Very good. Yeah, just asking. Thank you very much. I have no other
Okay.
questions, Madam Chair.
All right, and I have a question for Mr. Singh as well. Mr. Singh, are you aware of the laws, rules, and regulations of the Board of License Commissioners?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and how much time do you plan to spend at the establishment?
I'll be spending more than 40 to 50 hours per week.
All right, thank you. Commissioners, do you have any other questions?
Madam Chair, this is Catrice. For Mr. Singh's affidavit, there was a question that was not answered. It was question 11, if he has read the rules and regulations.
Okay, he has read the rules and regulations. If that was an oversight, that was probably on my part.
Okay,
All
board's permission to amend the affidavit to reflect that the licensee read the rules and regulations.
All right, do I have a motion to amend?
I motion to amend the application as corrected by the applicant.
All right, is
This is
there a
Commissioner
second?
Norman. I second the motion to amend the application with the correction.
All right, let's vote for the amendment. Commissioner Camacho,
Aye.
Commissioner Norman,
Aye.
Commissioner Smith,
Aye.
and chair votes aye. The amendment passes. All right, any other questions?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
just one clarification from Mr. Herman. We have the approval of the local government Riverdale Park, correct?
That is correct.
We have that in writing. Were they made aware of his prior revocation?
They were. In
Okay, I
fact,
just wanted to make sure that the record was clear on that.
yeah, in fact, they had
Yep.
the entire submission packet that was provided to them.
I figured
when
it was.
when
I
they
just wanted to
voted.
make sure that the record was clear on that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mr.
All right.
Deloach, I am a very transparent person. and
Oh,
you
no.
were
The
absolutely as
record
well.
was, I don't think the record was clear on whether or not they had been provided the full application. I just wanted to make sure that if somebody comes back and tries to appeal this, that we have the record clear. So,
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Deloach. All right, Mr. Herman, did you have anything else?
No, Madam Chair, thank you very much for the amount of time, and we appreciate the support. We hope that you will support this license. Thank you.
All right, commissioners, if there are no other questions, may I have a motion?
This is Commissioner Camacho. I move to approve of the Class B beer, wine, and liquor license for trading as Leon's Grill and Bar.
And this is Commissioner Norman. I'll second the motion to approve the Class B beer and wine for Leon's Grill and Bar.
All right, is there a question regarding the motion? All right, hearing none, let's vote. Commissioner Camacho,
Aye.
Commissioner Norman,
Aye.
Commissioner Smith,
Aye.
and chair votes aye. The motion to approve the new Class B beer, wine, and liquor license for Leon's Grill, Bar passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. With that, that's all we have. May we be excused.
Yes, you may be excused.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right, you too. Mr. Director.
Madam Chair, I'll call the next case. The next case is a new Class BAE beer, wine, and liquor. It's Akira Ramen and Izakaya. They're represented by Mr. Chris Shin, Esquire. This is continued from December the 16th, 2025. And before I allow Mr. Shin to introduce his clients once again, I'll need a MAPS presentation from Chief Clark. Chief Clark?
Yes, in the matter of Akira Ramen and Izakaya, in regards to the distances of churches and schools, it's exempted under 26-1604A1, and there are approximately 18 liquor establishments within a 1 mile radius. Mr. Director.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Chair.
All right, Mr. Sheen, would you introduce your licensee?
Yes, good morning, Madam Chair and the board. My name is Stephen Curtis. I am standing in for Mr. Shin.
Okay, Mr. Curtis.
Yes.
All right, thanks.
Okay. And yes, I have a prepared statement here, if you don't mind. This is my first time preparing before this board. Good morning,
All
members
right,
of the
but
board. Okay. Yeah, introduce them first. Yeah, so
yes.
Miss Lily Yang is
Yes.
my client, and she's applying on behalf for a license on behalf of Akira ramen restaurant.
All right. Would you, Ms. Yang, would you please raise your right hand for the oath? All right. Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Would you please state your name and your home address for the record, please?
My name is Lily Yan. Home address 10738 Judy Lane, Columbia,
Marion, 21044.
All right, thank you. Now, Mr. Curtis, I will turn this over to you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the board. Good morning. My name is Stephen Curtis. I am appearing on behalf of Ms. Yang. She's the applicant in this matter. We are seeking approval of Class B liquor license for a Japanese ramen restaurant located in Hyattsville, Maryland, Prince George's County. This is a franchise restaurant. Ms. Yang has years of experience. I am a restaurateur myself, and she has, as I understand it, years and years of experience in restaurants. Prior to this, this is a full-service restaurant concept. Alcohol service is incidental to dining. It appears to be in a pretty new development with at least one other restaurant going up soon. There are, as was mentioned by the gentleman earlier, many other establishments in the area that offer liquor services. Ms. Yang will be the licensee of record and will assume full responsibility for compliance with all the applicable laws and regulations, which I understand she has read, is familiar with. Yeah, with that, I would like to ask her the basic questions.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Yang, what is the minimum age to sell liquor in PG County?
18,
Thank you. And what is the age to buy?
21.
Okay. And what are the 6 acceptable identification forms?
Driver license, green card, state issue ID, passport, military ID, biometric.
Okay. And with that, I would respectfully request that the board enter a favorable ruling in consideration of this petition and application.
All right, thank you. Mrs. Yang, I have a question for you. Are you aware of the laws, rules, and regulations of the Board of License Commissioners?
Oh, Madam Chair, maybe she went on mute there. I do have a paralegal on standby if there's need for interpretation and further questions. I just want to suggest that, but I do believe she understands the question.
Yes.
I'll ask the question again. Are you aware of the laws, rules, and regulations of the Board of License Commissioners?
Yes.
All right. How much time do you plan to spend at the establishment?
40 hours.
All right. Commissioners, do you have any questions? Any questions? All right, hearing none, may I have a motion?
This is Commissioner Camacho. I move to approve the granting of a Class B AE beer, wine, and liquor license for trading as Akira Ramen and Izakaya.
This is Commissioner Norman. I'll second the motion to grant the Class B AE beer and wine license for Akira Roman Izakaya.
Is there a question regarding the motion? All right, hearing none, let's vote. Commissioner Camacho?
Aye.
Commissioner Norman?
Aye.
Commissioner Smith?
Aye.
And chair votes aye. The motion to grant the new Class B AE beer, wine, and liquor license for Akira Roman Izakaya passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
May we be excused?
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
may be excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Director.
Madam Chair, I'll call the next case. The next case is a new Class B BLX beer, wine, and liquor. This is for Blue Sunday Bar and Grill, located at 6076 Greenbelt Road, Greenbelt, Maryland, 20770. We have Mr. Eugene Mark Jr. Esquire representing the applicant. And before I allow Mr. Mark to introduce his client, I'll need a MAPS presentation from Chief Clark. Chief Clark.
Yes, in the matter of Blue Sunday Bar and Grill, the distances to schools and churches are exempt under Maryland Annotated Beverage Law, Section 261604A1. There are approximately 6 liquor establishments within a 1-mile radius. Mr. Director.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right. Mr. Mark, would you introduce your client?
Mr. Mark, you're on mute, sir.
My apologies. Good morning, Madam Chairman, Commissioners. My name is Gene Mark, and on behalf of BSBG of Greenbelt LLC, doing business as Blue Sunday Bar and Grill, we have submitted an application for Class B LX beer, wine, and liquor license. And at this time, I would like the chair to, Madam Chair, to swear client, Mr. Wei Guang Chen.
All right, Mr. Chen, would you raise your right hand for the oath? And Mr. Mark, you are muted again. Okay. Mr. Chen, raise your right hand.
Yes.
Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Would you please state your name and your home address for the record?
My name is Wei Guang Chen, located in 1310 Focky Term, Crofton, Maryland, 21114.
Thank you. Mr. Mark, I turn this over to you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think most of you in Prince George's County may be familiar actually with the concept of Blue Sunday Bar and Grill. The original one was probably a good 10, 15 years ago. And as background, Mr. Chen worked there for approximately 10 years and then was able to move on and had an opportunity to open up his own restaurant. And he does have another location in Laurel, Maryland. So this is not a new operator. And again, he's had this opportunity to open another one. Blue Sunday Bar and Grill's a fairly upscale restaurant, and I think it will bring a boost to the local economy in Prince George's County, and he has invested a substantial amount of money. This is a fairly large restaurant, sit-down tablecloth standard, and he is the sole member and the resident agent. He will be working there on a full-time basis, even though he has another establishment, but there's managers in place over there, and also we'll have managers supervising the front at this new location. He has read the rules and regulations to sell alcoholic beverages in Prince George's County. And at this time, Madam Chairman, I would like to just qualify the applicant.
All right.
Thank you. Mr. Chen, how old do you have to be to buy alcoholic beverages in Prince George's County? Can you unmute, Mr. Chen?
21.
Okay. And how old do you have to be to serve alcoholic beverages?
18.
Okay. And I want to make sure that your policy that anyone who looks younger than 35, that you will check their ID. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And lastly, what are the acceptable forms of identification?
Driver license, military ID, state issue ID, passport, green cards, and biometric verification device.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I have no further questions.
All right, thank
We would
you.
ask that you approve
All right, commissioners, do you have any
our
questions?
application for the Class B.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, Commissioner Smith.
What has your affiliation been with Blue Sunday off Racetrack Road?
Mr. Chen, you have to unmute. Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I think the signal keep break out, so I cannot hear you. I'm sorry.
What was your affiliation with Blue Sunday Restaurant off Racetrack Road in Bowie?
Bowie. Bowie was the first location for Blue Sunday Bar and Grill for I believe 10 years ago now. I was managing, for that location for a while.
That's it for me, Madam Chair.
All right, any other questions? Any other questions? All right, hearing none, may I have a motion?
This is Commissioner Camacho. I move to grant the Class B BLX beer, wine, and liquor license for trading as Blue Sunday Bar and Grill.
This is Commissioner Norman. I'll second the motion to grant the Class B BLX beer, wine, and liquor for Blue Sunday Bar and Grill.
All right, is there a question regarding the motion? All right, hearing none, let's vote. Commissioner Camacho.
Aye.
Commissioner Norman.
Aye.
Commissioner Smith.
Aye.
And chair votes aye. The motion to grant a new Class B BLX beer, wine, and liquor license for Blue Sunday Bar and Grill passes. All right, thank you. You may be excused.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Commissioners.
All right,
Thank
Mr.
you so much.
Director.
Madam Chair, I'll call the next case. The next case is Hungry Bowl in Bowie, located at 15207 Major Lansdowne Boulevard in Bowie, Maryland, 20716. And this is a Class B BLX license. And before I allow Mr. Mark to introduce his client, I'll need another maps presentation from Chief Clark. Chief Clark?
Yes, in the matter of Hungry Bowl in Bowie, in regards to distances to schools and churches, is exempt under Maryland Annotated Code 261604A1, and there are approximately 7 liquor establishments within a 1 mile radius. Mr. Director.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right, Mr. Mark, would you like to introduce your client?
Yes. On behalf of Hungry Bowl Bowie LLC, doing business as Hungry Bowl, we have submitted an application for BLX beer, wine, and liquor license. And the applicant is Chang Jin Lin. Mr. Lin, if you could just make sure you are on video and not on mute, excuse me.
All right, Mr. Lin, could you raise your right hand for the oath? All right, do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, please state your name and your home address for the record.
My name is Chen Jin Lin. My address is 6004 Cross Park Drive. That's in Riverdale, Maryland. Zip code 20737.
Thank you. Mr. Mark, I'll turn this back over to you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Lin is the sole member and the resident agent for Hungry Bowl LLC, and he will be working at this location on a full-time basis. And he too will have, managers supervise the front of the restaurant operation when he's not there. Excuse me. Hungry Bowl is the concept is a combination of Mongolian grill, Korean barbecue, and sushi. As perhaps some of you are aware of, a lot of the Asian cuisines are just very popular, here in the area. And I think this addition will be very, very successful at this location. Mr. Lin is operating the restaurant, so it is in full operation. And what I would like to do at this time, Madam Chair, is again to qualify the applicant.
All right.
Thank you. Mr. Lin, how old do you have to be to buy alcoholic beverages in Prince George's County?
21 years old.
Okay. And how old do you have to be to serve alcoholic beverages?
18 years old.
Okay. And again, will it be your policy that anyone who looks younger than 35, that you will check their identification?
Yes.
Okay. And my last question is, can you please tell me what the acceptable forms of identification are pursuant to Prince George's County's rules and regulations of the Liquor Board?
It's gonna be driver's license, military ID, state issue ID, passport, green card, and biometric verification device.
Okay, thank you. Madam Chair, that's all that I have. I'd like to turn it back to you.
All right, commissioners, do you have any questions? Any questions? All right, hearing none, may I have a motion?
This is Commissioner Camacho. I move to grant the Class B BLX beer, wine, and liquor license for trading as Hungry Bowl Bowie.
This is Commissioner Norman. I'll second the motion to grant the Class B BLX for Hungry Bowl Bowie.
All right, is there a question regarding the motion? All right, hearing none, let's vote. Commissioner Camacho?
Aye.
Commissioner Norman?
Aye.
Commissioner Smith?
Aye.
And chair votes aye. The motion to grant a new Class B BLX beer, wine, and liquor license to the Hungry Bowl Bowie passes. Thank you, and you may be excused.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Commissioners. Thank you.
All
very much.
right. All right, Mr. Director.
Madam Chair, I'll call the final case. It's another Broken Egg Cafe located at 15904A Crane Highway in Brandywine, Maryland, 20613. This is a Class B BLX application, and they're represented by Mr. Benjamin Carter, Esquire. And before I allow Mr. Carter to introduce the final client, I'll need a maps presentation from Chief Clark. Chief Clark?
Yes, in the matter of another Broken Egg Cafe, the distances to schools and churches are exempt under Maryland Annotated Code 261604A1. And there are approximately 7 liquor establishments within a 1 mile radius. Mr. Director.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right. Mr. Carter, would you like to introduce your client?
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, this is Benjamin Carter from Carter Law LLC. With me this morning, I have Charles Olaganju. Did I say that properly? Okay. Well, Charles is how I know him. That's actually his middle name. But I have Mr. Olaganju with me this morning. He is the sole stockholder of OAC Restaurants Incorporated, trading as another Broken Egg Cafe in Brandywine. If we could have the applicant sworn in, please.
All right. Mr. Olaganju, would you raise your right hand for the oath?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Would you please state your name and home address for the record?
My name is Adedeji Charles Olagunju, and my home address is 15309 Johnstone Lane, Bowie, Maryland. Zip code is 20721.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Carter, I'll turn it back over to you. You can put your hand down now.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So my client acquired the franchise rights in Prince George's County and Anne Arundel County for this concept. And this is the first location that he's opened in either jurisdiction. He hopes to be opening more in the coming years. This has been a process that's been almost 4 years in the making. He first signed his franchise agreement in 2022. And I first met with him to discuss licensing this location at the end of 2024. This location has more than 100 seats, and he's spent nearly $2 million building it out. We have submitted some exhibits to the board that include the menu, floor plans, and other information about the concept in the restaurant. And I'd ask that that please be admitted into evidence.
So
my
admitted.
client, thank you, Commissioner Camacho. My client's now been open for 12 days, and I had the opportunity to stop by his restaurant on the day he opened, and he was doing great. He's averaging about 200 tickets a day, but he's still losing about 20 customers a day due to not having an alcoholic beverage license. And one of the more popular reviews on, was it Yelp? Google reviews, unfortunately discusses that lack of alcoholic beverage license. So we're hoping to rectify this in the very immediate future. He's currently spending about 60 hours a week on the premises. And, as the restaurant gets up and running, that time may diminish, but he'll still be very actively involved as an owner operator because this frankly is his livelihood. Between the lease and the loan, he's nearly $1,000 a day in expenses right there. So this is something that he's invested time and money into, that he is committed to seeing succeed. And he's been one of the more diligent clients that I've had the opportunity to work with in the past few years. Everything we've asked for, he's gotten to us usually within a day, if not less. So with that in mind, I'd like to go ahead and ask the applicant his qualifying questions. Charles, as we've gone over some of the board's rules and regulations, generally, are you familiar with them? And you agree to abide by them?
Yes.
And you understand that if a violation were to occur, the board would hold you accountable, even if you're not on the premises?
Yes.
Okay. With that in mind, what is the legal age to purchase alcohol in the state of Maryland?
21.
And what is the legal age to sell and serve alcohol in Prince George's County?
18.
And what are the 6 acceptable forms of ID that customers can use when purchasing alcohol?
Driver's license, the state's ID, passport, green card, military ID, and approved biometrics device.
Thank you.
I'm
Madam
sorry,
Chair-
could you repeat that a little louder for me, please?
Oh, sure. Will you just scoot up a little bit?
Sure.
Sorry, the microphone was about to fall over.
So we have driver's license, the state ID, the passport, the green card, the military ID, and the approved biometric device.
Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Madam Chair, members of the board, I have no further questions of the applicant.
All right, thank you. Commissioners, do you have any questions? All right, hearing none, may I have a motion?
This is Commissioner Camacho. I move to grant a Class B BLX beer, wine, and liquor license for trading as Another Broken Egg Cafe.
All right, is there a second?
This is Commissioner Norman. I'll second the motion to grant Another Broken Egg, a Class B BLX license.
All right, any questions regarding the motion? All right, hearing none, let's vote. Commissioner Camacho,
Aye.
Commissioner Norman,
Aye.
Commissioner Smith,
Aye.
and Chair votes aye. The motion to grant a new Class B BLX beer, wine, and liquor license to Another Broken Egg Cafe passes. Thank you, and you may be excused.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Director.
Madam Chair, that concludes the regular session for today. We can dismiss the court reporter, restart the recording,